so then they can offer it to you. If they forget, remind them. All right. What's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bolu Tife, but of course you can call me Tife. So today I'm going to be telling you guys how you can survive Finland as a student, as an international student. And I wouldn't even be limiting it to students, but just as an international person living or coming to Finland to live. So before we actually go straight into that, I don't know if you've noticed, but we already hit 1,000 subscribers. I mean, like, I'm super excited about that. I don't know about you. So if you're super excited about that, comment in the comment section and let's celebrate, just a little bit celebration. And when we get more subscribers, I mean, we can do more celebrations in bigger ways. So I want to thank you guys, for subscribing to my channel, and this is an opportunity to subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. So having said all that, let's get into today's business. So yeah, so the first thing, or rather the general rule of cutting down on expenses, you know what I mean, what I'm about to say is budgeting. Okay, it's not a surprise that Helsinki or the old Finland actually is an expensive place to live. All right, and these are just points, or budgeting rather is just a point that can help you to cut down on those expenses, sometimes unnecessary expenses. Was it like some days ago I was just going through my account transactions, just seeing what I've been spending my money on, because I do that time to time so that I am in control of my finances. Even aside budgeting, I try to do that, and I just saw some some things I use my money for. I'm like, really, this is so unimportant, and now I'm aware, and I can use that information as I'm going through and know that, oh, I'm not spending my money on this anymore and stuff like that. So back to our point, budgeting. So it's important to budget. It's a general rule. If you go to ask anybody, what should I do to be in control of my finances, it's budgeting. Budgeting is super important. And if you can't budget monthly, let's do this weekly. All right, weekly is shorter, and then you can keep track of it easier than a monthly budgeting. So if you are new to budgeting, start with weekly budgeting. All right, so that is one point that is super important. So now let's move to the more interesting point, which is discounts. Oh my god, I can't stress this enough. If you are a student, listen up, just chill. Student discounts are it's a lot here in Finland, and that's something I'm grateful for. All right, if you're a student of a university in Finland, like I've said in some of my previous videos, there are University of Applied Sciences, and then there are universities. All right. For example, there is Lappeenranta University, and there is Lappeenranta University of Applied Sciences. Two different kinds of universities. If you want to know the difference, go check out my video. I'm gonna link it above. So if you're a university student, you have to pay this was a student union fee, and then you get this application frank, and then you see a lot of discounts that are available to students, and that app is also your student ID, so it's like a win-win. But aside from student specific discounts, there are like several discounts that you can leverage. For example, having loyalty cards of shops. And one loyalty card of that I think is super important to get if you live in Finland is S-Market card. It's not just a loyalty card though. You open their bank, you open a bank account with the bank, which is S-Bank, and then you have this bonus card. Oh my god, they give a lot of bonuses, and the good thing is that it's not just in their shop. All right, you also use it in shops that are owned by them, for example in Sokos, just a lot of places. And in most cases, when you want to buy something, they ask you, do you have the S card? So you're like, oh yeah, I do have it, and then you can use it. I just think it's really needed if you live in Helsinki, because you have a lot of discounts. And another point is having loyalty cards for other shops. If you're a fashion person, say Kicks, H&M, just several shops, just make sure you have their loyalty card. And in most cases they forget to ask you, all right, like, oh, do you want to have the loyalty card? Or sometimes it's not a physical card, you know what I mean, sometimes it's on the phone, because I mean this is 2021, right? And yeah, so you ask them, do you have any loyalty program or loyalty card, so then they can offer it to you. If they forget, remind them. All right. And I just remember one time I was with my sister and went to get something, and then the price of something was, maybe, I can't remember exactly, but then I got like 50% off, and she was like, how did that happen? It was because I had the loyalty card of that shop. So I think it's just super important. Just ask, do you have a loyalty program or loyalty card? Can I have this? Can I have that? And then they offer it to you, and then it goes a long way. Leverage these, loyalty programs for your own good. All right. Another thing, if you like to, buy clothes, and you're a fashion person or even normal stuff, is leverage Facebook Market and thrift shopping. Normally thrift shopping is not for me, all right, but and that's because it's super confusing, a lot of things. But respect to people that go there, I wish that I'm that person, but I just go there and immediately develop an edit because everything is just in my face. But like I said in one of my blogs, if you're interested in reading it, I don't have a blog, but I featured in somebody's blog, I wrote about fashion on a budget. I think it would be good for you to read that. Okay, so if you are not a thrift shop person, I would say sales. It's important. Wait till that thing you really love is on sale. Like I said before in the blog, rather, I'm not saying I do not make impulsive decisions to buy stuff, but that is really rare. All right, I like this stuff, then I keep going back to check it. I keep going back until it is on sale, then I get it and I'm like, jokes on you guys. That kind of thing now. So I just think that you should leverage those sales. Wait, look for it, chill till it's on sales. Sometimes it's actually out of stock, and that's unfortunate. But on the flip side, it might actually become very cheap. You know what I mean? And so back to the thrift shop. I was thinking there are a lot of thrift shops or several varieties of thrift shop where you can find fashion or clothes that you like. You know what I mean? And in most cases, this thrift shop, people donate stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be used. Sometimes they donate new stuff that isn't serving them anymore, or like they are not using any longer. So I would say check out thrift store if you can handle it. And in most cases, thrift store is called kirputori in Finland. Okay, but I guess anybody that you say second-hand store or thrift store, they understand what that means. Okay, so when it comes to like furnitures and the electronics, I would say check out Facebook Market and tori.fi. Tori.fi is this online market that we have in Finland, that is for second-hand stuffs in most cases. Maybe new stuffs, I don't know, but it's just like somebody doesn't need this anymore, they decide to sell it, they post it on tori.fi. You need it, you log on there and you buy it, you see. And in most cases it is way cheaper than buying it new. So exhaust all those options before running to e.t.c or some other high-end furniture stores to buy something. Personally, I got this from Facebook Market from somebody, so it was way cheaper than me going to buy a couch for like 500 or 600 euros. Like I want to be doing that, at least not now. When I can like afford it, then I can consider it, but for now, no. It's a no for me. So I would say you should check it out. And it's even sustainable. It's sustainable to actually buy stuff that are of second hand, of good condition, of course, because then you don't have to throw it away and then make a new one. You are helping the environment. Just take it as that you're helping the environment. So let's talk about shopping, the big guy that takes most of our money, because who doesn't need food? Yeah. So let's talk about shopping. How would I say, the basic thing is that, or the arc you should know, is that big shops are cheaper than smaller shops. One, and another thing that has been saving lives since forever is Lidl, or rather another shop is Lidl. Lidl is way cheaper than other shops. No, that's it. I'm gonna stop there before somebody comes and break my head, but kind of true though. So now let's talk about the rent. This is the biggest guy. Okay, food was the big guy. Rent is the biggest guy. If I have been saving all my rent that I've paid since I came to this country, oh my god, I would be rich by now. But hey, it's inevitable to pay rent, you know what I mean? So if you're a student here in Helsinki, lucky you, you can get housing from OAS, and of course it is way cheap. I haven't had that opportunity because my school has never been in Helsinki, but I know people that have had, you know, the opportunity to study in Helsinki and then get that house, you know what I mean, and it can be as cheap or as low as 200 euros per month. Wow. Wow, I've never paid that low a rent, but hey, if you have the opportunity, go for it. Okay, and the houses are okay, very good condition. Sometimes they even have some furniture in it because of course you are a student. I'm a student, so but not in the singing. So another thing is, if you are a youth or a student outside of thinking that want to get a youth apartment, there are youth organizations, all right, that offer houses to youth for discounted price, or is it called substituted prices. So like I made a video about this in the video about, you know, my house, so you would see the link there, but I will also put a link here for you because you're welcome. So I think that is it from me today. So be sure to subscribe, and oh, I wanted to say that you know, I might not be the most knowledgeable when it comes to things like this, alright? Because I'm sure that maybe Finnish people or a Finn knows better because they will know the nook and cranny of their country. I mean, it's their fatherland anyways. So if you're a Finnish person and you know more about this stuff, or you have an idea of like how we can cut down expenses, you can put it in the comment section below. It is gonna be well appreciated. So I will say all that. Thank you so much for, you know, subscribing, and if you are not yet subscribed, I'm gonna give you a second. Are you done? Thank you so much for subscribing. It means a lot to me, alright? And give this video a thumbs up and share this video as well with your friend or on your social media. It's gonna be really helpful for this platform. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.